is that guy walking along there? I wonder if that's a real person. Could it be Justin Trudeau? No, I doubt it very much. Moral Maze. Every week we have Moral Maze. We talk about those issues that, well, I have to say this, other networks simply would not touch because they're unimportant. No, they're very important, but they're not politically correct. Neither is Chantel Jones, who joins us every 3 weeks or so. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very well. I'm very... Actually, I'm not, but you don't want to hear that. I'm tired. Friday was very tiring.
We are tired, too, because we are getting ready for the National March for Life out in Ottawa. It starts...
Good segue. Tell me.
Thursday is the big day. It's happening Parliament Hill. It happens every year. It's no surprise. Mainstream media doesn't want to talk about it or know about it. I mean, you guys do an honest and fair reporting of things. But last year we had almost 20,000 people, most of them young, coming and showing that they're, they don't want to have abortion in this country anymore.
20,000 people.
You know what? Our personal counts, we have several people who do counts for this. Yeah. They counted 19,500. Which is definitely not what mainstream media was reporting. We had numbers as low as 5,000. More fair guesstimates were 10,000, but we hand counted 19,500.
You know what's very funny about the counts? They've become very political. The Pride Parade every year. There's quite a few people there, but we have this million people at the Pride Parade.
Yep.
And if you question it, apparently you're homophobic. So if you question a figure of math and calculation, it makes you a homophobe. The police have a grid system.
Yep.
We know about street sizes. We know that it would have to stretch from Lake Ontario to Barrie for there to be 1 million people. There's about 100,000 there.
Yeah.
But we just lie about it. And if you question the dishonesty, you dislike gay people. No, not at all. I just think you should tell the truth.
We're just wondering why there's 1 million people on the side of the road.
It's a complete lie. But in your case, the numbers are pushed down by so many.
Oh, I mean, immensely. I mean, if you look at the pictures alone, there is no way you can look at that and you can see from Parliament Hill all the way to the other end of the road that there's 5,000 people there. It's absolutely bizarre. And you know what? Coming out of this, I've spoken to plenty of people who are regulars in Parliament Hill, officers and that sort of stuff, who have said this is probably one of their largest marches. I mean, they do not recall anything bigger than this, probably other than Canada Day.
But who is listening?
Nobody. Nobody except Sun News viewers. I mean, we've come out so many times saying, well, these are our numbers. Are you going to take into consideration for that? Well, they're not going to listen to it. I mean, what benefit would they gain from hearing this? This year, though, we've taken on a whole new approach. We are going to tweet about it. I don't know, you probably tweet often, and you know about the success of the Gosnell trial. Well, they had almost 23,000 people within 1 hour coming out and saying and describing what was going on with the Gosnell trial and their disgust of it. So what Campaign Life Coalition Youth is attempting to do is to have another tweet-a-thon, and they're calling it Tweet Like Someone's Life Depends on It. So what they're doing is they're getting as many viewers and as many people out there, out all over the country to come out and say,
But look, this is disturbing. Ottawa Catholic Schools send 700 people to Kilberger event. Now, Craig Kilberger, and I think his brother, and I mean, this is... well, if there are certain things that I think perhaps would become public in due course. He tried to sue me at one point.
Oh.
This is years ago, and it was nothing. There was an article in Saturday Night magazine. I was a contributing editor at the time, which means there were about 20 names on a masthead. I had nothing to do with the article, and it was just going around to people and trying to use legal pressure. I don't quite understand what he does, and there's a lot of talk and walking around and getting very up, like this, very Justin Trudeau-like. But 700 kids are going from Catholic schools to his event. How many are they sending to the pro-life event? Well,
we have, on their token, they haven't publicly given it a stamp of approval as approved by the board. So we have no clue how many. I mean, I know lots of homeschooled kids in that area come out from there. But from the board itself, proper, sending, groups of high school students, we don't know of any. We don't know why. We haven't talk to them. They haven't come out and said it.
Because a huge number of Catholic schools in this country are about as Catholic as loyalist fanatics in Northern Ireland. They're not Catholic at all. In many ways, they're anti-Catholic.
Well, we don't know exactly what the pressure is there. There's obviously some sort of pressure that's coming out and telling them, let's not approve of this. Let's not send students out there. Let's send them to Midowide. I mean, they are Catholic. The Kielberger brothers have come out and said that they are Catholic. I don't know in what token they've said that, and I don't know exactly what they do that makes them Catholic. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the work of Free the Children is great.
I agree.
I mean, it's completely fantastic what they're doing. But I mean, to demean the work of the pro-life movement and say that's not nearly as important, I think that's the issue that
I think
a lot
the work
of
they
us
do
have had.
is fine, and I think that their hearts are in the right place. I think they've achieved something. What I dislike about what I've seen of this is there seems to be a group dynamic hysteria going on where kids start screaming and shouting. I don't think they're actually changed in any way. It's an event. It's a happening for them for half a day. The teachers feel good about themselves, then they get back to learning sociology.
No, the hope is these groups of students will go.
And I'm talking about Kielburger.
No, I mean, the Kielburger brothers are hoping that these kids will go and help these impoverished areas, and that's our hope. And I genuinely hope success for that intent.
Baby taken from parents who sought second opinion, removed from protective custody. Tell me more, please.
Weird story in Sacramento. I mean, this is the case of the government trying to control our families. These parents, a young Russian family, took their son to a hospital where they said he would need immediate open heart surgery. The parents said, "What on earth is this? The kid is fine. He's playing. He's laughing." They took him to another hospital, and according to police reports, they didn't discharge him properly. They didn't go through all the formalities of leaving. They simply took their child and went to the other hospital for a second opinion. Child Protective Services comes in, takes their child from them. And I mean, it's one of these stories where what on earth are these people talking about? We have people in this world who are doing awful, hideous things and will not touch it because it's, you know, infringing on rights. But parents who are genuinely caring about their children are having their children removed from them. It's a bizarre story of when the government intervenes, and it intervenes in the wrong way.
It's not at all surprising. I mean, in this country, as well as the United States, children's aid societies, there are some good people working there, but many people who are trying to make sure their budgets do not diminish or decrease in any way. The police are becoming increasingly robotic and increasingly physical in what they do, and interventionist. Stop mocking Adam Holland.
It's this really unfortunate story of a great young boy named Adam Holland. Someone took a picture of him from his art class. It's a cute little picture. He's holding the sign. Look at him. He's adorable. Well, a radio station thought it would be fantastic to use this for their segment called The Retarded News. So what they do is, you know, they do, I guess, daily or weekly reportings of events that are kind of comical, bizarre, or, you know, one of these offshoot stories, and they say it's the retarded news. Now, the parents of Adam Holland are coming out and suing for $18 million.
No, that's wrong.
For suing or...
No, for suing. I'm sorry. Look, they're using the term retarded in that stupid way, meaning, oh, it's really dumb. They shouldn't have done this. They should apologize. They should make sure this family are given maybe a vacation somewhere in Florida. But once again, using the system which oppresses others, $18 million, making lawyers richer, that's not the way to handle this.
I agree. I think the $18 million is excessive. It's very excessive.
Has the station apologized?
Station, no, they're defending it. They're saying, you know, that's what, you know, the news is about, and it's not really about, you know, mental issues or physical handicaps. It's quite literally about, you know, ridiculous news. But, you know, here's my point. If you had a very flamboyant man and it was called the gay news, and it was about, you know, kind of happy news, like, you know, gay in its proper term, I mean, we would be all over it. We would be disgusted. I mean, you know, gay rights activists would be all over it, and they'd be suing for more than that.
The terms gay and retarded are used pretty much, I would say, to the same extent in teenage circles. They use these phrases. They're both objectionable. Yes, one of them is more political than the other, but when it comes to a radio station, I wouldn't sue them. I'd just make sure that people didn't listen. I'd say to companies, boycott, do not advertise until and unless they come forward and say, we're sorry, we got it wrong, and in some way compensate. But
I agree.
So much to talk about. Thank you very much.
No, thank you, Michael.